Hello YouTube, and welcome to something completely different. This is something that I'm going to try on my channel. I don't know how far I'll get into it, but this is Pokemon Insurgence, as you can see by the title screen. It's a fan game for Pokemon made by the Suzerain. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that, but it is, from what I've seen, a very interesting take on the Pokemon franchise, and I hope I can bring an interesting playthrough of it. So let's get started. Let's look at the options. I think I want to set some, because the text speed, the Suzerain had made a fan game previously to this called Pokemon Zeta and Pokemon Omicron. Those two games, I only played through Zeta, but it had a lot of content and a lot of interesting features, and this one is setting up to be even better than Zeta and Omicron, so I hope that we can enjoy this series. And also, this is the very first release of the game, so there probably will be bugs, but for now, let's get started. Welcome to Pokemon Insurgence. Current version is release 1.0 with 3 badges. So yeah, it's not done. Tauren region. 1 year ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you know why you are here. A grave loss has come to the region. The Augur was a great man. He was a hero, and a great one. He protected us and our families. You know him as your hero, the man who single-handedly defeated 5 of the cults. He is one of the greatest men the Tauren region has ever known, but as you know, the Tauren region is home to several cults. These cults contain terrible, terrible people. Thieves, murderers, and worse. The Augur became the hero after he single-handedly defeated 5 of the different cults in the region. He saved all of our lives. Dots. 1 week ago he went looking in remain for one of the cults that still remained. He has not returned. He hasn't been seen since. People of Tauren, I, like you, do not believe our Augur is dead. I assure you, I will work tirelessly to make sure our Augur is found again. With a heavy heart, I accept the burden of becoming the Augur until he is found. Until the first Augur is found, I shall be the second Augur. I promise you, I will use every resource at my disposal to find him. These cultists have taken everything dear from us. They've taken our loved ones and taken our homes, and now they've taken our hero. I assure you, we will not live this down. We will not let these cultists, these terrorists, these insurgents split apart our family and destroy the place we call home. Long live the Tauren region! Long live the Tauren region! We will remain strong! This is just going to be a basic playthrough, so we're just going to do the normal. Yes. Can you hear me? Please, you need to hear me. Dots. Oh, thank Arceus, you're not gone just yet. You've got to listen to me. Any now, it'll come back. You need to stay focused and remember all you can. You can't stop it from taking your memories, but if you focus, we can delay it. It's coming. We need to be quick. You at least remember your name, right? And I am Laskeri. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Okay, good. Good. You remember your name. What else do you remember yourself? Do you remember if you're a boy or a girl? I'm going to say boy. And do you remember what you look like? Middle. Are you sure? Yes. Great, you do. This might not be as bad as I thought. It's a Gengar. It's back. Laskeri, you need to wake up, now. Laskeri, please, before it's too late. Laskeri, I've sent someone to fend it off and get you out of here. You need to wake up. I'm sorry if I'm not very good at the whole voice acting thing. But anyways. Alright, the door is sealed, and I just instructed Gengar to use its Dream Eater move. It will feed off of the prisoner's dreams and memories until there's nothing left. They won't be waking up anytime soon, and even if they do, it's not like they have a Pokemon to defend themselves from the Gengar with. Well, how are your youngest prisoner's memories faring? According to the computer, Miss Persephone, the memories should be gone within the hour. Excellent. As soon as the memories are gone, we'll have fulfilled our end of the bargain. Good work, you two. We are starting the ritual soon in the upstairs room. Will you be attending, or do you need to stay at the computer to supervise it? I coded it myself, miss. I don't need to supervise it. It works perfectly. Very well. I'll see you upstairs in a moment, then. Miss, wait. I have a question. After the child's memories are gone, what do you plan to do with them? Kill them, of course. I expect you upstairs within 2 minutes. Why are we bothering to wipe their memories if we're just going to kill them anyways? No clue, but thanks for not asking her that in front of her. You know how she hates to be questioned. Let's go upstairs then. It's always fun to see a ritual being performed. Please, Laskeri, wake up. Mew. It's a mew. The Gengar's gone. You can wake up now. Follow Mew and get out of this hellhole and never come back. Knowing our luck, we'll see each other again. Good luck. Well, I have a Mew following me. I don't think it's in my party. Mew is still undecided for whether traveling with Laskeri is a good thing or not. No, I guess oh yeah, that's definitely not something we're keeping. Well, at least not in this stage of the game. Let's see. Okay, Z is run. The door is locked. Instead of a key lock, a fingerprint scanner stops it from being open. Z is run. X is open the menu, and C, V is quick save. That's a feature that they brought back from the previous games that they made. And there's a potion. C, I'm assuming, is like the A button, basically. I remember there was a button to toggle auto run. I don't know what it is in this yet, though. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of tutorial. Yep. The books. The Cults of Tauren Region. Yes, I would like to read it. As far back as written history goes, the Tauren region has been plagued by gang violence by a number of cults. All of these cults worship a legendary Pokemon, much in the same way one would revere a god. These cults have been known for killing and torturing people who disagree with their ideals. While different cults will rise and fall, it is worth knowing which cults currently hold power. There are 5 cults currently in power. The Cult of Darkrai, which is the one we were imprisoned by, Abyssal Cult, Infernal Cult, Sky Cult, and a group simply called Perfection. Wow, narcissistic much? All of these cults are extremely dangerous and should be treated with extreme caution. Okay. And I'm assuming upstairs is this way. Yes. The door is locked, yes. Mew. Hello again. I chose Mew to help you out of this mess due to its special ability. Like all legendary mystical Pokemon, Mew has an ability that no other Pokemon has. Mew is able to use the transform ability to change its form and disguise itself as something else. However, Mew requires the DNA of something in order to transform into it. If you can find DNA, Mew can transform you into a different person, disguising you. You can use this ability to hide yourself from enemies. You can use this to escape the base. Good luck, your benefactor. That sounds pretty suspicious, but I mean, they gave me a Mew, so it can't be all bad, right? Oh, the green goo does not look good. And you can't walk into it. What is this? Blood. Yes, there's dried up blood splattered on the ground. Obtain DNA of Darkrai cultist. Transform. Okay. So I'm assuming this means that we can touch the lock keys, and this is the way out, I'm assuming. So let's see what other secrets this area holds for us, because when designing an RPG you always have to have secrets. Just a potion. I mean, I'm not complaining, because at this stage in the game that's pretty useful. Even though we haven't actually started battling or anything yet. Nothing in this one. This spray is kinda derpy. It's cool, but it's the way its arms move is somewhat derpy. And I think that's a repel? Yes. It's kind of cool that they have the spray in world rather than just the generic Pokeball for the items that you can find. But I think that's just the one of the side effects of it being a fan game that has had... It's been in development for quite a while. I remember when Suze was teasing it on Twitter a couple months back, so yeah, this is just the very beginning of the game, and that's probably where we need to go, and we're probably going to have like a tutorial battle with Mew. I see I kind of question why they leave this stuff lying around the base, but at the same time, without it, the base does seem kind of empty. Let's see what's up here. More items. This is good, because that means we don't have to waste the money that we get early game to buy items. What's this? Nothing. Well, at least nothing right now. It could be potentially be something later on. Let's try going this way first. Persephone's finally decided to give the summoning of Darkrai another try. To be honest, I don't think it's going to work at all. Yeah, I'm not really interested in what these guys have to say. And so we begin. Miss, please, you can't do this. I've loyally served you all this time, and you will continue to do so. You made an oath when you joined our cult that you would give your life for us. Now I'm simply claiming what I was promised. Activate the ritual circle. Darkrai, God of Darkness, I call upon you in this evil night to enter our world. In return, I offer you the soul of this loyal servant to be bound to your world of nightmares forever. Vocto virtuem umbrarium dominium. Cue Wilhelm scream. That's Darkrai. You are the great balancer of the world. You punish the great and slay the immortal. Darkrai, it has been a year since I saw you last. We summoned you in a chamber not too far from here. Of course, you do remember what occurred then. A great feat was accomplished that day, but now I call upon you again. Darkrai, why will you not join me? Why do you not seek me out? I know my sister has seen you time and time again. What does she have that I do not? Please, Darkrai, I beseech you, join me, join my team, join the cult that has worshipped you for so many years. With my guidance and your power, the world could be ours. Dots. Darkrai's like, nope. Dots. Again, Darkrai decides to ignore my offer and leave. It's probably gone off to Celine City to see my treacherous sister again. Nobody say a word. And what do you two want exactly? Miss, please, I'm confident if we had another try, we could trap Darkrai here. We don't know why it didn't work this time, but if you'll just give us another chance, get out of my way. Miss, please, just give us one more chance. I said, get out of the way! Houndoom, show these wretches how the leader of the cult of Darkrai deals with disobedient and capable grunts. Fire Blast! Now, does anyone else feel like dying? Good, I didn't think so. I'm going to go check on the prisoner. I'd better get out of here then. I'm assuming the other way is... Ooh, what's up here? I'll take that. Burn heal. Those guys that got hit by the Houndoom probably needed that, but it's a little too late for that. I guess I'll talk to... That's the guy that I already talked to. Who is Persephone's sister? I wasn't aware she had one. Well, that was interesting. These suits are really stuffy and uncomfortable. I wish we could get new ones. Without hoods, at least. then I would be spotted, wouldn't I? Or at least I would share the same face as a guy who died a year previously. Why did Darkrai leave again? Now Miss Persephone is going to be very upset. I never liked sacrificing people. It's the screams that always get me in the end. You know, like the one that they always show in movies and stuff. Because, never mind. With your straws, just you that would be sacrificed this year. The fact that it could have easily been me up there scares me more than I'd like to admit. Why did Darkrai leave again? Now Miss Persephone is going to be very upset. Hey, you look a lawful like that one guy we sacrificed last year. Are you two brothers? Yes. No. Yes. No. I'm out here. Let's see where the other route went. The one that's down here. I'm assuming this is the way out. Yeah, because there was a guy blocking here, and you can't really battle him because Mew at this point is not actually meant to battle. So we shall go this way. And we are in the Shade Forest. So we have a Pokemon to fight with, but at the same time it's not really going to be permanent. Let's see. We don't have any Pokeballs. A wild Ghastly appears. I'm just gonna run from these guys because there's no real point in fighting them. Basically, this is just more than anything. It's just a prologue to the story and a tutorial. Ooh, Pokeball. Oh, I can't get there. Never mind. Mew. The Mew's cry is pretty adorable. And let's go. There's a small flute and another note in Mew's hands. I've chained the quartz flute. Laskeri put the quartz flute in the key item's pocket. The quartz flute allows you to call upon Mew when needed. It can be used to utilize Mew's transformability, transforming you into someone else, potentially changing Mew into a different Pokemon. To use it, go into your bag and either use it directly or register it for future use. Good luck. Your benefactor. And Mew's gone. Dots. Dots. I could swear I saw Mew here just now. Did you see it? A bright pink Pokemon? It was floating really close to you. No, you're hallucinating. What? I could swear I saw it. Come on, don't mess us up like you always do. My name is Damien. I'm an aspiring Pokemon trainer. Well, I would be if I had a Pokemon, and you are Laskeri. Got it. Today's not a day to complain. The Augur, the greatest man in the world, of course, is coming to Telnor Town. You know who the Augur is, right? I watched the prologue, obviously. Of course you do. Who wouldn't? He's only the greatest trainer in the world. Anyways, he's visiting this town later. The mayor and the townsfolk have been preparing ever since this morning. And now it's night, so you've been preparing for quite a while. I know that's just because I'm playing at night. Well, my computer is playing at night, so it's going to say that it's... or the clock is going to show it's night. And I'm excited. I was just running errands before he arrives. I know, why don't you help out? Oh, we're assigning jobs in the town hall. Might as well. Yeah, Pokemon Center. Hi there, I'm an employee at the Pokemart. It's a convenience store chain that can be found in the top floor of any Pokemon Center, just like the one here. Pokemon Center is an important place for any trainer to know. You can heal your Pokemon, buy things, or even visit the bottom floor to buy new clothes. Oh yeah, that's one of the features. Why don't you take these for a free sample? Laskeri obtained 5 Pokeballs. Laskeri put the Pokeballs in the Pokeball pocket. Those at wild Pokemon to catch them. Yep, I'm aware of the mechanics of Pokemon. And if you're not, basically you weaken the Pokemon, and you can throw the Pokeball at them, and then you can use them for your own. But yes, what's this guy to say? Have you ever been to a Pokemon Center before? It's definitely a building every trainer needs to know. That's nice. And you can run indoors in this game, which is not a feature. Let's see, what do they have at the clothes store? Welcome to the clothes shop. Oh, this is your first time here? In the basement of every Pokemon Center, there's a tailor who has all sorts of clothes for you to buy. We hope that you look for and find the different clothes that you want to wear. What would you like to purchase? Let's see, headband, Heiner's helmet, fedora, hoop hat, beanie, straw hat, beret, youngster cap, nope. Shirts. That's pretty generic. just, I mean, I guess it's just colors, but... And I can't buy pants, apparently. Wait, cancel was an option to buy from. As I said, this is an early release of the game, so there will be bugs. Hello, I am the official name rater. I can rate the nicknames of any Pokemon. That's nice, but I don't have any Pokemon, so your job is kind of useless to me. Hello, I'm the move deleter. I can administer medical amnesiacs to Pokemon to make them forget their moves. Again, kind of useless to me right now. Let's see, what's upstairs? Oh, yeah, Pokemon. The Pokemon. The one thing that Pokemon Insurgence does have, I don't know if it's active right now, but there is an online mode where you can play and you can battle and trade with others, which is pretty cool. The second Augur is the most amazing Pokemon ever. They say he's so strong he defeated Kyogre in a wrestling match. Isn't that incredible? I think that's a little far-fetched, but far-fetched, like the Pokemon. I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. Magnemite. I kind of feel bad for that Damien kid. All the other kids in the town got a Pokemon, but he wasn't allowed to. His mother wouldn't let him. People call him the Augur, but that's not really the right name. He's actually the second Augur. The first one disappeared many years ago. Technology is amazing. I can talk to my friends all over the world. I can share Pokemon, battle, or even visit secret bases. Oh yeah, that's one of the other features, is secret bases. They're not the same as they are in like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, but they're, from what I've seen, they're pretty interesting. We won't get ours until later in the game, but let's see, what's in this house? Why does she have an umbrella door? Professor Sylvan likes to hand out Eevee to trainers. Well, it's a bit of a boring starter Pokemon and evolve into so many different things. I don't know though, I wouldn't evolve my Eevee if I caught it. I just have this feeling that there would be a reward somewhere for not evolving it. Yeah, I know, there's Mega Eevee, which is basically, it has the ability Protean Maximus, which makes it so that when it uses a move of any type, it transforms into a different form for that type. Like if it used like a fire type move, it'd transform into like a Mega Eevee / Flareon thing. Yo, did you hear the Augur's coming to our little town? He's like the leader of the region. I heard he has a Salamence, yo. That's nice. Are you a trainer? You have to be ready for anything. Obtain potions. Laskeri put the potions in the medicine pocket. Those potions let you heal your Pokemon even in the brink of battle. The Augur's coming to little old Telnor town. This is amazing. He's a world-renowned hero, but it's not the same one that everybody was saying. I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm only 6 now, but soon enough I'll be old enough to get my own Pokemon. I can't wait. You got 4 years. Most of the gyms in the Tauren region are based around a theme rather than a type. For example, Xavier, the leader in Vivek City, has a forest-themed gym, which means he has both poses and bug Pokemon types. And trust me, you don't even want to know how the Elite Four style up their teams. That's actually an interesting take on the boring gym system. I'd probably do, if I were making a fan game, I'd probably do something like that. And who's this dude with the spiky hair? Do you have a Pokemon? If not, I'm sure Professor Sylvan would be happy to give you one. He has a bunch of Eevee. Is all he has Eevee? Because that's pretty boring sounding. Well, I mean, not boring. I know there's a lot of people that like Eevee and the evolutions, but let's just see what they have. Hello. Let's try a different voice. Hello, are you new here? I'm Professor Sylvan. I'm the professor in this town. I suppose you want to start your Pokemon adventure. Most of the other kids in the neighborhood have already gotten their Eevee from me and headed north to the trainer school in Midnight Town. As for you, you'll have to wait. The town is busy preparing for the Augur's arrival, and so am I. Why don't you come back later, Let's see, is there anything we haven't done? Or are we gonna have to talk to Damien again? Probably. Ooh, pushing. That's probably the case. Oh yeah, we didn't check out this house, did we? There's Damien right there, but let's see what these two have to say. Beat it, kid, I'm not interested in talking to you. That's not very nice. Yeah, I got that. I'm going to draw the augur a portrait when he's here. After all, everyone in the town is supposed to give him a gift. Oh, crap, I don't have anything to give him. Well, now I'm gonna feel like a jerk. But wait, why would I give him something? I don't even know who he is. I mean, my memories were wiped or something. Or, well, I don't know exactly what Dream Eater does to people, but hey, let's talk to Damien, because he's probably the person we have to talk to. I finished cleaning the road. Is there anything else I can do? Oh, this is Laskeri. I met them outside. They offered to help out too. I see. Well, Damien, I think we're pretty well finished cleaning up and preparing the town. As long as you have your gift for the augur ready, I think you're alright. You do have your gift ready for the augur, right? Oh, well, I may have forgotten. You better find one, and fast. I heard you could find a rare stone in one of the caves in the forest. Of course, you need a Pokemon to safely explore the forest. No, absolutely not. Not a chance. Damien is absolutely not mature enough to get a Pokemon. He's still just a child. Mom, please. Everyone else in the town already got their Pokemon and left to go on their adventures. They're not confined to this crummy little town. And that's something you'll never do. You'll get yourself killed. You'll put your eye out. Why do you care? It's not like you're my real mother or anything. I raised you since birth, and I know enough about you to know that you're not capable of raising a plant, let alone a Pokemon. You're irresponsible, antisocial, and you can't even... Alright, you two, settle down. I have an idea. You said your name was Laskeri. I've heard you handle... I'm sure you've handled Pokemon before. I dragged a Mew around with me. We'll lend both you and Damien a Pokemon. Would you be willing to help Damien through the forest to the cave to help find a gift for the augur? Sure. Wonderful, I'm very grateful. So it's settled then. Laskeri will help Damien get a gift for the augur, and if Damien shows responsibility, perhaps he can keep the Pokemon afterwards. Well, how does that sound? Fine, on one condition. If he displays irresponsibility, he will never press the issue again. I don't want to hear any of this Pokemon nonsense after you show the world how immature you are. Wow. Agreed, but I won't be irresponsible. Laskeri, let's go. Laskeri, I'll meet you in the professor's lab to get an Eevee. He has a bunch of Eevees from his days as a trainer. So he was breeding for a perfect Eevee, and then he's giving all of the rejects away. Okay then. The lab is just in the southeast corner of the town. I'll see you there. I really hope I don't mess this up. Dots. Hey, Laskeri, thanks for agreeing to do this with me. It really means a lot. So, we shall get our starter. And it's going to be Eevee. Apparently. Doorman. Listen, Professor, these Pokemon, they're freaks. No other Pokemon trainer would ever accept them as part of the team, and we can't afford to keep them anymore. All I ask of you is you to keep them. You are to keep thousands of Eevees. It is sure that these three Pokemon won't be a bother to you. Why do you care about their lives? I know who you are. I know what you've done. It's true. I'm merciless. I've done horrible things, but there's a difference between mercilessness and needless death. Hello? I'm Damien, and this is Laskeri. We're here to get a Pokemon so we can go into the forest. Dots. Sylvan, if you don't take these Pokemon, I'll release them, and they're sure to die in the wild. I'll rather needless death. If it comes down to it, you can just give them to these kids, right? Dots. Put them on the table. Farewell. Excuse me, please. So you two are in need of a Pokemon? Yes, sir. I see. That man that was in here just now, he was one of my colleagues in university. He's a very smart man and a great scientist. Dots. He's also a leader of one of the cults and is responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. A cult leader? Those people are evil, Professor. You shouldn't be talking to them, let alone be accepting gifts from them. Tell me, Damien, Laskeri, have you ever heard of Delta Pokemon? I have, but for the sake of the series... no. Me neither. Then allow me to explain. Delta Pokemon were based on an idea scientists had about Pokemon a while ago. They're Pokemon that have different DNA than normal Pokemon. They're Pokemon that have a different type than they normally would. A good example would be Electric-type Dragonite or Water-type Porygon. These Pokemon are given to me. These are Delta Pokemon. I'm not sure what type they are, but they seem to be genetic experiments of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. They're scientific models. Letting a Delta species Pokemon die would be terrible. Now, normally I would give you an Eevee as a Pokemon to start off on your journey. However, it seems there are 3 more options for you to choose from. These Delta Pokemon that the cult leader gave me. Well, nobody wants for a freak for a Pokemon. I can't imagine most trainers would want to be friends with the Delta Pokemon. That's Pokemon-ist, dude. A Pokemon that will never know friendship is a sad, sad thing indeed. So I will offer you this. You may choose one of these 3 Delta Pokemon to be your companion. I only want to get one to study. If you are not interested in using these Pokemon, you can have it. The Eevee I would normally reserve for trainers, so you have 4 options. One of the 3 Deltas or Eevee. If you want the Eevee, simply talk to me. Otherwise, choose your Pokeball. Laskeri, I don't know what to do. I don't like the idea of mutant Pokemon made by a murderer, but I don't like the idea of these Pokemon left all alone forever. You can pick, but hurry up. We don't know when the Augur is reviving. This is the Fairy and Psychic type Delta Pokemon Delta Bulbasaur. That's an interesting combination, but no. This is the Ghost and Dragon type Pokemon Delta Charmander. Is this your choice? Now that is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. This is the Dark and Fighting type Pokemon Delta Squirtle. Is this your choice? So it's basically a Ninja Turtle. No. Not gonna lie, that Charizard is really tempting. I mean, I guess I could also go for the Eevee, but at the same time, I don't know. I am gonna go for Charmander. Are you sure? Yes. Laskeri obtained Charmander. Would you like to give the name to Charmander? I prefer not nicknaming Pokemon. I don't know, it just feels more natural. Laskeri, I think you're right. Just because they were created by an evil murderer, well, it's not the fault of the Pokemon, is it? So I've decided to choose a Delta Pokemon like you. Hey, Laskeri, before we go out to the Shade Forest, how about a battle? It'll be perfect time to test our new Pokemon. Let's go. And cue tutorial battle. Rival Damien would like to battle. Rival Damien sent out Squirtle. It has an indicator for the Delta types. That's cool. Why is my Pokemon so much higher level than his? I guess, oh yeah, because I guess with the way that the level up sets are, they don't learn attacking until level 7, so... Oh, ow. That's not fair. Wow. That's harsh. You just knocked me out. Why do I have to give money? Wow, I won. Maybe I could even take on a gym someday. Alright, Laskeri, here's the deal. I'm going to head north into Shade Forest. At the northern end of the forest is a really large cave. In the middle of that cave is a real rare stone you're looking for. Head into the forest and into the cave. I'll meet you there. But Laskeri, can I talk to you for a moment? That man who is the leader of the Perfection, one of the 5 cults of the Torrid region, because he was so willing to spare the lives of Pokemon, you might not think he's such a bad person. But you have to understand, the cults do not value human life. They are responsible for the deaths of thousands. Overestimating their kindness is a mistake that could lead to your death. Just sending you fair warning. Beware the cults, they are not something to underestimate. Now, that being said, I have a gift for you. Obtain the Pokédex. This is the Pokédex, short for Pokemon Index. It is a data collection of all the Pokemon that I give to trainers. If you see a Pokemon, it will be registered in the Pokédex. If you catch one, the Pokédex will be full of data regarding that Pokemon. Anyways, now that you've gotten that, you should be all set to go on your adventure. Head up to north to Telnor Cave, deep in the forest, and remember my warning. But for now, I think that's a good place to stop. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and this series is should be significantly easier compared to other series, because one of the reasons why I haven't done Monster Hunter is because of the large amount of grinding required, and that's just not fun. I know choosing a RPG like Pokemon right off the bat for complaining of grinding probably isn't the best idea, but at the same time, from what I've heard, Suzerain and the other people working on the team have said that they want to keep the grinding to a minimum and focus on the skill rather than grinding. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Yes, I know.